You guys may think you know how to hydrate properly, but do you actually? Are you ready to hear the Hydration 101 class run by yours truly, Jared Weiss? I'm going to be talking about things such as what I do to hydrate daily. I'm going to be giving you a background on why I do these things to hydrate. I'm going to be talking about whether plain water actually hydrates. Or on the other hand, have you been lied to when people tell you to be drinking 8 glasses of water per day or a gallon of bottled water per day? How true is that? We're also going to be talking about structured water. We're going to be talking about how to add alive things to your water to make it even better for you. We're going to be talking about whether or not you actually even need liquid in order to hydrate.
But what does that even mean?
Well, we're going to find out in today's video. Let's get to it. So, welcome back to the Jared and James channel. I'm Jared Weiss, and if you guys didn't know, that must mean that you're not subscribed to the channel, so you know what to do. Smash that subscribe button, be sure to leave a like, drop a comment, let me know what you guys think of this video, let me know what you guys think of all my content. Follow me on every platform. And the reason why this time I didn't just say YouTube fam is because we are now officially on Spotify as well as Apple Podcasts, Rumble, and hopefully wherever you guys listen to your podcasts. So obviously, of course, this channel also has its own more active videos, but like when it comes to the sit down, more talking based videos, you guys can also listen to that on any of the other platforms. I mean, we're still obviously focusing on growing the YouTube channel, but like for those of you who prefer to just listen or aren't able like to watch the full videos, you guys now have other options. So you've no excuse to not be following us, to not be listening to every video, every podcast episode that gets put out on the Jared and James channel.
Excuses sound best to the person that's making them up.
So who's ready to hear the hydration lowdown, the hydration class 101? Are you ready for it? Let's get to it. So first off, I'm going to be referencing a few different things that I've learned when it comes to hydration over the past few years on my whole holistic healing journey from all my major health issues. One major thing I'm going to be referencing throughout this video is going to be the Victor Cazzetto's course from Vitagenics. So like, he's been a huge help for me along my healing journey. He's an incredible guy, incredibly smart. He's been my naturopath, and you guys can check out his courses where a lot of this information I'm going to be talking about is going to be referenced in today's video. You guys check that out in my links below. I am an affiliate for his courses, which are phenomenal, as well as I'm also going to be referencing some of the stuff that naturopathic Dr. Cassie Huckabee and I spoke about, as she's also been helping guide me along my healing journey. And I'm going to be referencing some of my own research through books such as Tom Cowan's book over here. If you guys see that, amazing book, a lot of truth in here, a lot of hard truth, as well as Masaru Emoto's book, The Hidden Messages of Water, which I've spoken about in the past on here, but like, we're gonna go deep on this one, so I hope you guys are ready to learn.
I'm here to learn, everybody!
First off, are you properly hydrated? How much water do you actually need? The amount is going to vary based on your activity levels, it's going to vary based on your toxin exposure, and it's going to vary based on how much water you're actually getting from your foods, because you can actually eat most of your water. I'm going to talk about that in a sec. So when it comes to the quantity of water, you may have been convinced that you need to be drinking 8 glasses a day.
Ice cold water.
Your urine has to be 1000% clear, it has to be transparent.
Larry's not white. Larry's clear.
But how true is that actually? Your cells need to be properly hydrated in order to move fluid throughout your body, in order to get the vitamins to their proper destinations, in order to allow the body to function fully. Because our bodies are made up of 70% water, roughly about that. But plenty of foods out there are actually comprised of a lot of water as well. For instance, cucumbers are almost all water, watermelons are full of water, fruits are incredible for hydrating, which we can talk about in a bit as well. So technically, you don't even need to really drink a whole lot of liquid in order to be fully hydrated. You just need to make sure that you're getting your proper electrolytes, your diet is full of high quality, organic, nutritious foods, and you're listening to your body. But having said that, if you're someone who's super active like myself, then you guys can also benefit from some of my favorite sources. We're going to get into those at the end actually. So how much water you're going to be drinking or how many liquids you're going to be needing is going to be based on many of those different factors. Also, if you're someone who's doing a detoxification program, or for anyone who's on any type of healing journey, you guys might need more fluids in order to flush the toxins out of your body. And staying hydrated is going to be key for maintaining proper energy levels and for maintaining proper electrolyte balances. Next up, we have the quality of water. So one of the reasons why plain water doesn't hydrate really much at all, especially these days, is because much of the water has been polluted.
You're swimming in the East River, the most heavily trafficked, overly contaminated waterway on the eastern seaboard?
It's full of heavy metals, it's full of pharmaceuticals, especially tap water. Tap water is absolutely horrible for you. It's fluoridated, which, as I spoke about in the past, fluoride is a neurotoxin that does not belong in your body. It does not belong in your water, as well as many plastics, chemicals, pesticides, pharmaceuticals, all leaching into our water supply.
What kind of place is this?
If you don't have a proper filtration system, you're going to be absorbing all those toxic stuff into your body, and it's not going to be good for your health. So I would not recommend a whole lot of bottled water. I mean, I'm sure certain companies probably have better standards, probably have different types of material, but for the most part, plastics are going to leach into that water, and they're going to mess with your hormones, and they're going to reduce your amount of testosterone if you're a boy, they're going to mess with your amount of estrogen if you're a girl, and so you don't want to be drinking a whole lot of bottled water. I mean, yes, any type of fluid is going to help flush toxins throughout the body, but like, especially if that water is just plain and doesn't have any minerals added back to it, you're not going to be getting proper hydration, and you're going to be constantly thirsty. This leads me into my next point, which is going to be talking about electrolytes and the importance of getting them for proper cellular hydration. We're all electrical beings.
Fill my veins. It's a force of nature. I'm electro.
Which is why the dangers of EMF and non-native electromagnetic frequencies needs to be looked into more, and we have to do our best to be able to mitigate these, to detox from them. But we need certain electrolytes in order to be hydrating properly, whether it's magnesium, calcium, potassium, salt. And if we don't have these electrolytes in their proper balance, in the way that like they were meant to be in nature, then what's going to happen is heavy metals are actually going to replace some of these, and then we're going to be messing with all of our cellular functions. So now, I'm going to be referencing some points from Victor's video. If you guys want the full thing, as I said, you guys could purchase his courses. It's very valuable stuff. But like, he spoke about how humans are 70% water, beef is actually about 75% water, milk, especially raw milk, as I recommend, and with the beef, grass-fed, 100% grass-fed beef, grass-fed, grass-finished beef. But like, milk is about 85% water, eggs are about 75% water, cucumbers are over 95% water, so that's great for hydration. Also, as Victor speaks about, electrolytes are mineral ions that are actually going to charge our cells up.
Electrolytes dissolve into positive and negative charges and conduct electricity in water because they control the flow of water in our cells and nerve impulses in our bodies,
and be used in all the cellular functions. When you get proper high quality sea salt, such as Celtic sea salt, as well as pink Himalayan salt, you can actually add that to plain water in order to remineralize it, and you should also be adding that to your foods, as this is going to help to carry the proper vitamins and minerals to your cells. So like, this is actually going to help in cellular transport to give your body the proper energy and proper mitochondrial function as well. Also, two other electrolytes I forgot to mention were phosphorus and chloride, but like, chloride is going to be coming from the salt if you use that properly. Moving right along, as I spoke about before, toxins are going to actually dehydrate your body, and so the more that you're around these toxic inputs, the more you're going to need to be replenishing electrolytes, and also the more stressed out your body is, even if it's good stressors, such as being very active, as I am, you're going to need to be replenishing your body's electrolytes properly. So moving right along, I wanted to address some of Cassie's main points when it comes to hydration. She recommends always adding something alive to your water.
It is alive!
Whether it be chia, whether it be fruit, whether it be honey, raw honey, whether it be tea, coconut water, etc., etc. So like, the whole thing is, when you're just drinking plain water, which has been devoid of all of its nutrients, as most waters these days are, there's going to be nothing to slow down the absorption, and there's going to be nothing to actually hydrate you, so like, the water is just going to pass right through you. As opposed to actually, whenever you actually add nutrients back to that water, or you could add minerals back to the water, then that's actually going to slow down and allow your body to absorb whatever nutrients are in there, and then everything's going to get properly hydrated. She also mentions trying to get most of your hydration through organic in-season fruit. This can mean berries, this can mean grapes, this can mean papaya, this can mean banana, even though bananas are more starchy. This can mean cantaloupe, honeydew. Oranges are full of water and are extremely hydrating. The more fruit you eat, the less you're going to feel like drinking, and that's actually a good thing because that's going to mean that your body and your cells are properly hydrated. Next up, another point I wanted to address is going to be this idea of listening to your body when it comes to hydration, because a lot of people are just trying to follow whatever guidance they're being told.
We just do what the invitations say.
A lot of people are just trying to follow whatever mainstream doctor tells them that like they have to drink X amount of glasses of water per day, as opposed to listening to your body. If you're not thirsty, then you don't have to be drinking. As long as your diet's good, and as long as your body feels good and feels energized, and as long as you're giving your body and your cells what it needs, then listen to your body's natural thirst and hunger signals. The proper hydration is going to allow your body to mobilize and detoxify toxins from it and pull them out of the areas where they don't belong.
Shouldn't even be here. Be gone.
And this way, you're going to be able to rid the body of heavy metals through the urine and through your poop as well.
I wouldn't go in there for a couple days.
The more properly hydrated you are, the better your body's going to be able to excrete and eliminate where it needs to. Next up, as we continue on this topic, is going to be this idea of structured water. So, our ancestors a few thousand years ago were able to get this purified natural water from streams, through springs, through glacier melts, and other untouched sources such as streams that are flowing over rocks and cliffs. The benefits of structured water are that it's very different from bottled water because it's much closer to nature, because our ancestors used to drink water that was constantly flowing, that was constantly moving, so therefore this water was always alive. But like these days, whenever everyone's drinking bottled water or tap water or water that's full of toxins, you're actually destroying the structure of the water, and so therefore it's not going to be as beneficial for your body's natural cells.
Soiled it!
Because structured water in your body is going to reveal the body's internal health, and so some of the ways that you can get the benefits from structured water, and some of these benefits, according to Dr. Josh Axe, are improved energy levels, improved digestion and regularity with going to the bathroom, enzymes that help with nutrient absorption, concentration, muscle contractions, positive moods, ability to sleep well, blood pressure and cholesterol levels, respiration, endurance, weight control, joint health, kidney and liver health, and many of these studies have come from Dr. Gerald Pollack. And if you guys go to Victor Cazzetto's YouTube channel, you can also find a lot of videos talking about the Hydrate device, which helps to charge water and structure it, as well as I also use a Somavedic device. And the interesting thing is, you can also structure water through positive thoughts and through positive intentions, as has been shown in the book The Hidden Messages in Water by Masaru Emoto. He revealed how when you actually speak positively to water, you can actually make the crystals at the microscopic level look beautiful, and you could structure them as opposed to polluting it, as opposed to contaminating it, and as opposed to contaminating it with negative words as well. Also, some other ways to structure water could be a source of heat, such as the sun, such as a device, such as the Hydrate, infrared light, organic plants grown in soil, thunder and lightning, possibly even human touch. Some people use swirling methods to structure water at home, as well as certain crystals. But as I said, I try to use positive thoughts, as well as the Hydrate device, as well as the Somavedic device, all very beneficial at structuring water, also at reducing the effects of EMFs, and to restructure the water in your body, which has been damaged by all these toxins. But having said that, even if you do structure water, it's still very important to add minerals back to it in order to make it more hydrating. Although, I'm not saying that like you can never have any type of plain water ever. I'm just saying that like 99% of the time, you want to be focusing on adding alive things to your water. Having proper hydration is also going to help to detoxify the liver, since your liver is always purifying whatever fluid comes through it. And moreover, coming back to Masaru Emoto's book, as he says, it could be that the events we experience throughout our lives become memories recorded by water, which remain in our bodies and maybe what we call the soul. That's powerful stuff. Moreover, he also says,
I'm listening.
For example, after water polluted with industrial chemicals is treated with ultrasound, it could then be treated in a second process with vibration. When polluted water is exposed to 1100 kHz of ultrasound, the chemicals are decomposed when the air bubbles break up. Although the toxins have decomposed, they are still there. To rid the water of these toxins, it is necessary to expose the water to information with the opposite vibrational frequency of the toxins, which is also why, as I've spoken about in the past, and as Victor has guided me on, the importance of detoxing heavy metals through the body, because the body is made up of water, and so much of what I've been exposed to, which as I've explained in the past, many of the causes of my health issues have to do with being given toxic pharmaceutical care, antibiotics, steroids, vaccines, etc., etc. But like, now it's important to be flushing those things out of my body in order to heal the body. Next up, I want to share a segment of The Truth About Contagion by Dr. Tom Cowan and Sally Fallon Morell, an incredible book. A lot of truth in here if you guys are interested in this stuff. Some of the stuff is very mind-blowing, and it's extremely important, I believe, in today's world. So, in the Appendix A on water, it says, as described in Chapter 8, water that heals, the kinds of water that the healthiest human cultures have all consumed, shares a number of specific characteristics. To reiterate, healthy water is free of all toxins and contains the full complement of minerals, and it is structured through subjection to a constant vortex motion. As a result of this constant vortex motion, the water is oxygenated. Finally, the water is finished through its exposure to nature sounds and frequencies all along its path. A simple way to mineralize and oxygenate these recommended waters is to fill an 8-ounce glass, add a pinch of unrefined sea salt, and stir with a long-handled spoon, making a vortex. Stir in one direction, and then reverse to stir in the other direction, repeating several times. It's an easy way to do it. Moreover, water, especially the water that supports life inside our cells and tissues, has amazing properties. We are accustomed to think of water existing in only 3 states: solid, liquid, or gas. However, water, and only water, also has a 4th state, sometimes called coherent water, structured water, or simply the gel phase. 4th phase water will structure itself against a hydrophilic surface, or water-loving surface. Instead of moving randomly, the water molecules line up and form a crystalline structure that can be millions of molecules deep. The structure excludes every mineral and every other type of molecule or chemical from its midst. Another interesting point from the book is that toxins and EMFs damage the gel in our cells, interfering with virtually every physiological process. This damaging of the gels is a huge factor in disease. In essence, it is the unified field principle behind health and illness. If we disturb the crystalline nature of the gel with things such as toxins or electromagnetic field exposure, the gel becomes distorted, unable to maintain its characteristic transparency. If we are able to detoxify the gel, then we can heal.
Your genius is showing.
Water consumed by healthy, non-industrialized peoples had 4 characteristics. First, the water was free of toxins. This is in complete contrast with the municipal water that most people drink today. Today's water contains chlorine and chloramine, which are toxic to our microbiome, as well as to the rest of our body. Today's water contains fluoride, an industrial waste that is toxic to the enzymes in our tissues, enzymes needed for chemical transformation that happens in our bodies. Water also contains microplastics, which can line and congest the intestinal wall, and aluminum, which predisposes us to electrical sensitivity as well as laundry list of diseases. Municipal water contains residues of many pharmaceutical drugs, including birth control pills, statins, and antidepressants.
It's disgusting!
Secondly, traditionally consumed water was abundant in vital minerals such as magnesium, calcium, zinc, and iodine. Third, all traditionally consumed water was at least partially structured and organized into EZs because in nature water moves in vortex patterns. Finally, traditionally consumed water was exposed to the sounds and wavelengths of the natural world. Water flowing in mountain streams is exposed not just to the minerals, microbes, and other constituents of the forest, but also the sounds and energies of the life of the forest and of the entire natural universe, including the stars, sun, and moon. It's clear that most water is sick and toxic and a major contributor to illness. So, that was all powerful stuff. I hope that all that stuff didn't bore you completely. But like, I think you guys get the picture that water, fluid in our body, whether it be from foods, whether it be drinking water, needs to be cleaned in order to keep us healthy, in order to keep us hydrated. But keep in mind, according to Weston A. Price, and what he found was that much of our ancestors' hydration came through foods. You can actually eat most of your hydration, but like, when you do hydrate, you need to be hydrating with high quality, natural, structured water whenever possible, adding living things to it. So, knowing all that now, knowing about the importance of hydration, now it's time for me to tell you my favorite ways to hydrate, and how I have them throughout the day. I start my day with lime or lemon added to my water while I'm grounding outside. Then Number 2, throughout the day, most days I'll also be adding cucumber to my water because, as I said before, this is one of the most hydrating vegetables / fruits out there. You can also be adding fruits to your water, etc, etc. That's going to be making the water more hydrating. It's going to be adding vitamins and minerals back to the water to help with the absorption. Then, as you guys know by now, if you've been watching me for any amount of time, my favorite all-time drink is coconut water. I love it. I'm pretty sure I actually read somewhere that the coconut water is actually already structured. So this is amazing stuff. If you guys want to sponsor me, please do so already. I've been waiting for that sponsorship for a while. It's going to happen one day. But anyways, coconut water is full of electrolytes. It has calcium and potassium. It's very hydrating. Tastes good once you start to get used to it. I know like some of you guys don't like it. The first few times I tried it, I actually didn't like it either, but like it's growing on me so much and it's become my favorite drink. This is a million times better for you than Gatorade.
H2O.
Or any sports drink out there, especially when you buy it organic, when you buy it in the proper container. I'm gonna have a sip now before I finish up this video. Also, I like to start my mornings with bone broth, usually homemade, or if not, I will also buy the one from Miller's Biofarm, which is incredible stuff. And interestingly enough, bone broth, when you actually get it just right, it's actually going to gel up as well, which is going to reveal how much collagen is in the broth. And bone broth is full of vitamins, full of minerals, extremely healthy for your gut health, for your brain health. Our ancestors used to eat every part of the animal, and they would use the bones to make broth. So it's extremely healthy, less than a price, another huge recommendation. So I love bone broth. And also, as I've spoken about on here in the past, I love kefir. I also make my own double fermented kefir when I have the time to. Kefir is full of B vitamins, it's full of calcium, it's full of protein, it's extremely healthy, extremely hydrating, and it has so many probiotics which are incredible for your gut health and for your body's healing. I also love teas, such as rose hips tea, chamomile tea before I go to bed. Every few days I also have matcha green tea, which is going to be great for your gut health. It also has chlorophyll, comes from the earth, has a lot of other benefits, which I'll put up on the screen. And finally, whenever I'm just looking for some plain water, so like 99% of the time, as I said, like I won't have plain water. Every once in a while, I'll have some smart water or some filtered water, but like I always try to add back minerals such as the proper sea salt, as well as apple cider vinegar sometimes. And I also love to add fulvic acid to my drinks as well whenever possible. From Touchstone Essentials. You guys check that out in the bio. That's full of incredible minerals from the earth, which have been removed from the soil these days, and we need them in our bodies in order to thrive and function optimally. Also, I know some of you guys also love shilajit, which is also very good, very similar to fulvic acid. And as I've spoken about here in the past, I also love raw milk for all the enzymes, as well as protein, calcium, vitamins. You get the picture. Anyways, I hope that you guys learned a lot from this video. I hope that you guys now know how to hydrate properly. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want more on this topic, let me know. Maybe I'll show you guys a full day of hydration in one of my future videos and what that looks like, just so you guys can get a feel of how it looks, as well as the timing of everything, as well as how to incorporate all these drinks as well as foods into your day. Maybe I'll do that in my next What I Eat in a Day video. And I love you guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to drop a like, leave a comment. Follow me on all platforms. Listen to me wherever you guys prefer. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.